how we're all doing. Out on the old bike. I'm actually out on a shopping trip, but I've sort of going a long way round and done a little bit of clay trails. Probably stopped for a drink somewhere. And yeah, so I hope you can join me on this little trip. Down quite a steep hill now, so I'll speak to you in a minute. Yeah, this is called Drummers Hill as we're sort of heading out the back of St Austell. We haven't gone actually on the clay trail because it's a bit more off-roady. You could do it on a hybrid and that, but I'm sort of on a shopping trip. But what I want to do is stop at a place called Will Martin, which is a working clay pit, but also it's a museum, which is really good. So we'll stop there and have a quick look. Sorry, it's ever so windy today, so you're getting a lot of wind noise. So see how it comes out. Anyway, speak to you in a minute. Yeah, Will Martin's a working clay pit, but it's also a museum for the clay working industry. So we're on the Sus National Cycle Route 2, I think this is part of. I say, just out for a little ride. I am on the e-bike, so got a little bit of assistance. Just because I'm on a shopping trip really, and it's easier to use this bike. Through this valley, it's just littered with old mine workings and quarries. There's a mine there, down there. Some of the old workings. I would go down and have a look, but I've only got shorts on today, so yeah, showing the old white legs off today. But we'll have to. I'll come down here and do a little video of it. You know, apart from the cycling, the motorcycling and the walking and stuff like that, I am interested in history, and there's tons of it around here, tons of industrial history. So we're just sort of taking a detour, it's going away from St Austell. We've just joined this cycleway that takes us to Will Martin Museum, which is just up in front. It's only a little way up here. I can thank Sandy, the Wiltshire man, for this e-bike. It's done me a big favour actually, getting me back into the cycling. Oh. I'm not quite sure. It's a nice little place to sit in the shade from the sun. I'll tell you what, there's some miserable people about. I nodded to him, I didn't speak to him, I nodded. And I just got a glare, basically. Oh dear. There you go. So this is Will Martin we're just coming into now. As you can see there. Nice cafe here, which says free entry to the cafe, so you haven't got to pay. Let's go in the cafe. Oh. I'm not going to go to the museum, but I'll just do a little bit on the outside. Yeah, it's well worth a visit actually. I don't think it's that expensive, but sorry about the squeaking brakes. That's an old, what they call a plunger pump. Don't know much about it, so these cast iron plunger pumps were used at the Great Longstone China clay pit to pump clay slurry from the bottom of a 150-foot shaft up to the works for refining and drying. The plunger pump was developed by Richard Trevithick and was the first used to lift water from Cornwall's tin and copper mines powered by the Cornish beam engines. These two twin 12-inch bore pumps were last operated by an 80 HP horsepower oil engine and pumped 700 gallons of clay slurry a minute to the surface. Yeah, pretty awesome, isn't it? So yeah, I'll just come up here a little bit, have a look. Very interesting if you're into industrial history at all. But I've got lovely cakes, coffee shop and cakes in there. And over the back there, right at the back, there's a working clay pit. And you can just stand into the platform, you can actually go and sort of stand on and watch them working. We're back on here now. Oh. So this is called Ruddlemore Village Green. Not much to it, but it's got a nice few benches and stuff like that. without falling off the bike. Oh. Nice cycle path though through here, keeps you off the road. Road runs parallel, sort of slightly downhill now all the way to St Austell. You can actually pick up the other side of St Austell and get onto the Pentuan Trail, which is a nice ride as well. I've been a cyclist all my life, and I've got a road bike and I've got a sort of backpacking mountain bike as well, which I love those bikes. But I tell you what, living down in Cornwall, these e-bikes, they do help no end, especially as you're starting to get older. These hills, some of the hills are really sharp, steep, and this does actually help no end. And when you're like me, a bit overweight and not the fittest, so and they've got these on the clay trail. These sort of signs are nice. Yeah, there we go. So this will take us back towards St Austell. Sort of come around in a big circle basically, and I'm a couple of miles now, probably a mile or two back into St Austell. There's actually a well down there on the right hand side, a nice place actually called Menacundle Well. I can never pronounce it. It's like an ancient well. There's a few bits and pieces there. So I might call in there if I can get across. I know there's been a landslip on the road, so I don't know if you can get access to it at the moment. So, but yeah. As I say, they've cycled ever since I was a little nipper, so you know, probably more so than motorbikes, and started with push bikes and then moved on to motorbikes, and that sort of love of two wheels has always sort of remained with me. That's Mr. Squirrel, and I do love them. You see, we're going to go down that valley all the way down. We'll be following this basically all the way down that way back into St Austell. It's a lovely path along here. And it doesn't say cyclists, but it does say horse riders dismount. It's probably a bit slippery, that's why. Mountain block there to get back on your horse. Didn't notice one on the other side, did you? Yeah, I noticed the mountain block this side for getting on a horse, but I didn't notice. Oh, of course, if you were coming that way, you'd get off that side, wouldn't you? But what about when you want to get back on if you're coming the other way? Oh well, one of life's mysteries. It's a lovely path all the way down here. It's well kept, actually, well looked after. Yeah, going back to the e-bikes, it's sort of one of those sorts of things. Well, I've sort of resisted it. I will use my other bikes, of course I will. But it is easier with an e-bike. Obviously, if I'd gone a longer distance, then I'd probably just use a normal bike and a bit hiker biking and stuff like that, a bit more. Where with this, you can actually get up the hills. I'm actually going quite steady down here because I've I'm riding one-handed. I know you shouldn't and all that business, but I've got the camera in my other hand, so I just haven't got a mount on there. I couldn't be bothered to put a strap on it, so I just hold in a camera. But yeah, it's a beautiful morning. It was a bit miserly when I got up first thing. I took Stanley out for a little walk and come back. Wife's doing some baking now, so I thought, well, I've got to go to the shop, so I'll make a cycle ride of it as well. But it's lovely for you. Look at this woodland, beautiful woodland. Old woodland. It's just nice to get out, really. Enjoy yourself, do a bit of fresh air. Wait. Tell you what, a lot of people, you know, I wonder if they're just, I suppose they're listening to music, some people and stuff like that. They don't really want to talk. Not that I want to talk to people, just passing them. You see, like the road runs along the bottom there, and there's houses there. We're just above them. I could have come along the road, but it's just much nicer than being on the road. Excuse me. Sorry, my bell didn't work.
That was miles away.
My bell's not working, so. Yeah, I'll have to get a new bell because this one's kaput on here. Obviously, as we're now getting towards St Austell, you're getting a lot more dog walkers, runners, and stuff like that. Point. So basically this was the old road that used to run into St Austell, and it's an old clapper bridge. This road would have run, well, joined the old A30 as was, I guess, and then to London, towards London. Now if you're passing, it's well worth a little visit, only just off the road. It's a bit steep when you come in, the entrance, so you might have to, the only way really in is to come in from St Austell and then turn off. It's on the left hand side, it's a lot easier. And there's a board here that's been put up with history. Now I never get that right. Minna-Cuddle Well and Gardens. Beautiful little spot though. Pity about the road, because obviously the road runs along up there, it's a bit noisy. Yeah, well worth a visit. Right, we're going to head up into St Austell now. Yeah, so I'm on the Eleglide. Thank you Sandy so much, Wiltshire man. Great little bike actually, and I mean, you know, what more could you want? Does the job, and like I say, I've got other bikes to use. Right, shopping's calling, otherwise I'll be in trouble. So I'm going to end the video here unless anything else comes up of interest. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and speak to you all soon. Pete out, take care.